Trinity Readings. We are doing the Cancer Weekly Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, my lovely Cancers. What is the strongest message that is wanting to come through for you today? Messages for Cancer for the week. All right, your overall energy is the anxiety card. So, that does indicate when we are anxious, we are worried about the future, right? I feel like you might be just overthinking a situation. You have the door to spirit and you have the root chakra card. And so that's that as above, so below energy, right? And we always need to maintain that balance where we're connected to our higher self, where we have that trust within our higher self, and we're also grounding our energy as well. We're also, finding our own stability, finding our own security. I do feel like with the thinking man being in the middle of it, that you might be overthinking a situation. You've recently experienced something I kind of know what this, for some of you, this message is, how we consistently get those, those signs, and my friend who's a Cancer was just telling me this. You know how we consistently get those signs and those messages from the universe, and we continuously see 1111. We see triple numbers, whatever, and it's like, okay, now what? Like you're getting all of this. You're getting all of this, intuitive messages, all of this, you're experiencing that connection to a higher power, but it's like you're trying to kind of figure out what it means, what to do with it. Or you could have recently experienced something that just felt really good, that just felt very otherworldly, and you're wanting to kind of ground that experience. You're wanting to bring that into your reality, but I feel like you're having trouble figuring out what to do. I do feel the anxiety card is kind of a message that you have nothing to worry about. The best thing to do is to always focus on being in the present moment. And you do that by grounding your energy. This is also a message if you're wanting to manifest something, if there's something that you want and it seems very out of reach, or you're not sure how to even go about that process. It's kind of about just speaking it into existence, asking for guidance, asking for inspiration, asking for, what the next steps are, asking to bring in opportunities for that, and then continuously focusing on grounding your energy and keeping your energy in the present moment. And we do that by, continuously focusing on our breathing, taking time every day to focus on taking those deep breaths. Grounding is also as simple as going outside, getting out in nature. Also, anything that will activate any of your five senses is a way to kind of get your energy in the present moment. So by doing something that activates your sense of smell, by smelling something good, by looking at something that you find very visually appealing. If you're wanting to manifest something, look at pictures of it, listening to music, anything that activates your five senses, that gets you in that kind of good feeling energy and keeps you in the present moment. That's where you will get that guidance, you will get that inspiration that you need, and you'll know what to do with it. When your energy is not grounded, it's kind of hard to really understand what those messages are that are coming in. And sometimes those messages are just as simple as keep doing what you're doing, you're on the right path. Trust that everything is going as it plans or as it's meant to or whatever. And I think that sometimes we feel like when things aren't happening that we must be doing something wrong, and that's never the case. There are no mistakes. There are no wrong moves. When we're meant to have something, even if we are completely fucking everything up and blocking it, the universe is going to make a way for it to come to us. So, and that doesn't mean that we can continuously be fuck ups in our life, but you know what I mean. If something is meant for you and you're doing everything with love for yourself and compassion, even if you're making mistakes, it's all gonna come to you. All right, what is your current energy? What's your energy coming into the week? Oh, you have the Three of Swords and the Devil just flew out. It's possible that you might be holding on to a lot of pain, or you might be really guarding guarding kind of your emotions, guarding letting anybody in because of past pain that you've gone through. It could also be for some of you that you are stuck in either some kind of third-party situation, or you're trying to get out of a toxic relationship, and it's really just, you're finding it very difficult. You have the Nine of Cups. That's good. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. But the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, that does indicate that you have reached this kind of... The Nine of Cups is a lot of times representative of a spiritual awakening, or it represents getting to that higher level within yourself, where you know yourself on a deep level and you know what you want, and you know and see your value in getting that. And so the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, that's kind of knowing what you want for your future. And that's also a message that you are in the energy to manifest that change that you want. For some of you, if you're in a connection, it might be that you are wanting some kind of shift and change in this connection, but the person that you're connected to is very content in keeping things where they are, or the energy could be vice versa. Oh, okay. I love this. Okay. All right. I feel like you're in this space where you know what you want and you're ready for this change. And I feel like with the Hierophant being in the recent past, you've done what was right. Like, you've done the right thing for yourself. Like, you have put that energy into yourself. You have focused on your own healing, on standing in your own authenticity, on setting boundaries, putting in the work, whatever you have to do. This could also mean that you've been in a very traditional type of relationship and you're ready to, or a very kind of structured relationship and you're ready for something more fulfilling. But I feel like you're in this space where you know exactly what you want and you're wanting to manifest this. But I feel like what you're struggling with is that you're not, like, you have set those intentions, you have done what you needed to do, but it's not manifesting very quickly, or you're not really seeing how to get there. And so I feel like you're kind of going back and forth in your mental space, questioning if you should be, doing this, doing this, doing this, and or second guessing yourself. And in that, you're getting in that space of overthinking. You might also feel like there's nothing you can really do to pursue this, but the Knight of Pentacles is like, it's that message to continue to ground your energy, but it's also that message that even little tiny bits of grounding, even um, little tiny movement forward is still movement forward, right? So, for example, if you're wanting to manifest more financial abundance and you're like, I don't even know how to start in doing that, speak it into existence. Do what you have to do on that spiritual side of it, on that faith-based side of it, right? And then, kind of take practical steps to what you can do towards that. My stepdad used to tell me that to just take $5 out of my paycheck every week. And I thought, that's so stupid. What's $5 going to do? And he said, well, eventually, $5 is still more than you're saving now. And so at the end of the year, it's going to be, it's going to be this much money. And so even if it's just a little bit, it's still progress. Even baby steps are progress forward. I do feel with the Three of Swords in front of you, there is something that needs to be fully released in order for you to move on that path that you want. And I feel like you're struggling with releasing whatever this is because you're still not having that validation that what you really want is available to you. And so it's like you're wanting to manifest this new beautiful relationship, and you still have this toxic relationship right here. And so because you're not manifesting this new relationship, and this past person keeps coming back around, you're going, well, maybe it's a sign that this past person is meant for me. You know what I mean? Or even if you're in a connection with another person and they're not moving it forward in the way that you want, it's like you need to kind of take that step to say, you know what, this is what I want. It's either this or nothing. And I feel like you might be scared to take that step because you worry that that person is going to kind of bolt, right? But I think that there is some step needed to bring that change into the connection, because I feel like the person that you're connected to has gotten very comfortable in the way that things are. I love this energy. Okay. All right. So your overall energy right now is the Four of Swords. So you kind of have been in this space of healing. There's not a lot of movement going on. I feel like you are kind of tired of being in this limbo energy. I feel like you've been really working to do the right thing. You really want something better. You want something with more depth. Um, for some of you, this is very much a relationship. Either you're wanting to manifest a new connection, you're wanting to manifest, a connection with more depth, with more emotion, or you're wanting the connection that you're in, you're wanting it to go to, you know, a higher place. You're wanting it to be in a better place. And I think that you're worried that for those of you who are familiar with the concept of twin flames and who are, you know, who look into, you know, the twin flame community, that can be a very daunting thing to take in, and I feel like it leaves a lot of people with this very negative perception of what twin flames are, because your fears, what is showing up in your fears, is the Two of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Lover's card. So I think that you worry that you might not have the correct view of what this connection is, or in order to manifest a soul or that soulmate twin flame connection, it's going to require all of this hard work. And I think that that comes from what is really being put out there in the twin flame community. And I wholeheartedly believe in twin flames. I believe in the twin flame concept, but I believe that there have been so many people that have been in these twin flame connections for so long, and there's so many different ideas of what is going on or what is meant to happen, that everybody looks at the twin flame connection in a negative way. And it's always seen in the sense that the masculine is a piece of shit. The masculine is not standing in their power. The masculine is not healed. And I feel like as long as you look at it, or we look at it, or it's perceived in that type of energy, it's going to continue in that cycle, right? And so this is showing up as your fears because you have had this vision or wanted this type of higher level relationship for a long time, but because it has seemed so out of reach for whatever reason, it's almost like you fear, you know, actually having that type of connection, because you fear that it's always going to be all this work, that there's always going to be all of this confusion. And I feel like if you're connected to somebody right now, I feel like it's almost like somebody who is consistently putting a lot of stuff on their plate. Like, this energy is not grounded at all. You know, when you are consistently trying to keep yourself busy, when you're consistently trying to you know, fill up your day with, you know, work, or you're constantly you know, you're constantly online, you're constantly doing something to keep your mind busy, you're kind of blocking yourself off from anything that's coming in, or to have that understand, you know, you're so overwhelmed with everything that you're taking on throughout the day that it's difficult for you to kind of see the truth and really tap into yourself and tap into what you want. I feel like this is the person that you're dealing with. I feel like the person that you're dealing with is feeling so closed off and so insecure, and so because of that, they're keeping you juggling and you in this back and forth place. I also feel that this person is really taking up a lot of your mental space, a lot of your energy. And if it's not like a relationship, it's that you're just really struggling and getting your energy grounded. And you're really going back and forth, not really knowing what to do. So what your outcome is this week, the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles, that's that as above, so below energy. That is trusting in your intuition. That is taking that time to meditate and focus on manifesting, and focus on, you know, what it is that you want to manifest. Focus on getting that higher guidance, and then grounding your energy. Keeping that energy grounded, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, taking time to be very proud of where you are and how far you've accomplished. And once you get that energy grounded within yourself with the Fool card, you get that new beginning that you're looking for. But I feel that it's important to take that step to start bringing in those changes that you want and doing what is good for you first, and then trusting that whatever is meant for you will come to you. With the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Wands here and the Knight of Cups, I feel like you do have this really beautiful soulmate connection, and there's a lot of love between you and this person, but there's so much conflict that either this person is not giving you the time that you deserve, or neither one of you are able to really give the time into this connection that is needed. And I feel like it's external circumstances that are keeping this from, keeping you two from really connecting. And I feel like because there's so little give and take between you two right now, I feel like you both are feeling very jaded about this connection. And so that's why it's important for you right now to kind of do what you need to do to make the changes, or to move towards that change that you want in the relationship. Do what is needed to take care of you and yourself, and then let everything else work itself out. Because this person, if they're meant to be in your life, if they want to be in your life, they will make that effort that is necessary. But as long as it stays in this continuous, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I feel like they're just very comfortable in it. Some people get stuck in difficult energies for so long that they actually find more comfort in the chaos. And as long as they're getting that nurturing from you in some way, shape, or form, they're getting that little bit of nurturing, they're going to stay comfortable in it. And it's not that they're a negative person. It's not that they're just trying to take advantage of you. It's that they've gotten so comfortable in that energy, and they feel like that's what they deserve, right? And as long as they're getting that little bit of nurturing from you and that little bit of love from you, then they're getting enough, right? They're satisfied with little. But if you begin putting that energy into yourself and putting yourself first, then they will know that they're going to have to step up. What is your overall message this week? Oh, I love this. Yeah. This is the message to just keep moving forward. Keep putting your focus forward. Keep putting your focus on what you want to manifest. Don't stop and settle, and, keep moving until you get what you want. This card represents somebody that has a lot of love. There's a lot of love in this connection. But I feel like this person just doesn't know what to do with that energy. This is somebody who's like, coming in full force, being all sappy and romantic, and then running. You know what I mean? They're trying to see what you're doing. So with the Maiden and the Alchemist, this is about a complete new beginning. This is saying that you are in the middle of this really powerful change. This relationship is going through this really powerful change to this new beginning. But in order to get to that new beginning, you have to stop accepting things that you don't like in this connection. Now, if you're single, there's a need to let go of anybody in your energy that is not cohesive with what you want to manifest. If you have a connection to somebody that this is not your person, this is somebody that you don't want moving forward in your life, but their company, that's the kind of people that you need to cut off, because if it does not feel good to your energy, it's blocking you from manifesting what you really want. All right. Have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.